Hello guys, it's another day. It's Friday, the last day of the week, and as you know, every Friday right here on Talks with Movali, it's all about Freedom Fridays. And this Friday, I want us to talk about something that happens in our countries each and every year. And today, I want to tell you how your country's budget affects your finances. And it's something that happens whether you are in Tanzania, whether you are in Rwanda, whether you are in Kenya, like in each and every country. Every fiscal year, they provide to you the budget of that year. Now, it comes a time every year in a country where the finance minister comes out to the nation to read the budget. But I think this time most of us just continue with our business as usual. We don't bother what is happening, whether that will impact us or not. But let's think of this. This is not just about politics. Okay, you should not think of this like politics that your budget doesn't concern me. But guys, this is the truth of the matter. Your country's budget is like the NFP news when it comes to forex trading. Unanga vile NFP day forex traders are usually happy. Like today's NFP, I want to trade NFP. That is the same spirit you need to approach when you are facing your budget day reading in your country, because this will decide how much money stays in your pocket and how much money goes out of your pocket. It will determine how much things will cost in that country and even what opportunities you'll have in that financial year. Without much ado, let's dive right into it.
Talks with Muavali podcast, where we get real with finances and tap inside the economics of power.
Now, the first thing that comes with the budget reading is something called taxes. And taxes brings about something called your take home, because the moment you are paid, taxes have to be deducted from your money. You see, the first and most direct impact of any budget reading in any country is in taxes, okay? Because what increase taxes or they'll reduce taxes on another angle. If income tax rates such as VAT are adjusted, your take-home pay changes. But if there is a rise in VAT, it makes your groceries and essentials more expensive. So you see how this is going to impact the money remaining in your pocket or the money going out of your pocket? So the smart move here is that after every budget, you need to also update your personal budget, because you need to know exactly how much extra or less you are going to keep when it comes to an end month. VAT kikama out, ita decide dongapi utaspend kubai vitu. When they increase the taxes, you also know how much is going to be deducted from your salary. Even if you're a business owner, this will determine whether you will increase the prices on your business or you will not increase the prices on your business. The second thing that arises during a budget reading is something called subsidies and cost of living. Unakumbuka when Ruto removed the subsidies, what happened to the price of things in this country? And this is why you need to be very careful, or you need to be very keen whenever the cabinet secretary for finance in your country is coming to read a budget. So budgets often announce subsidies or cuts on fuel, on food, and on electricity. If fuel subsidies are reduced, transport and food prices will rise. If education and healthcare spending goes up, your household cost will drop down. So you need to take advantage and anticipate where the prices will rise or will fall. If fuel is going up, unnecessary car trips, you need to cut them off. If education funding is expanding, apply for a scholarship or a training, because if government is going to invest more in the education sector, that means that you can get a scholarship easily. So the moment a budget reading is out, go and check it out. Are there subsidies in any field of fuel, food, electricity, or any general field that you think impacts your life directly? Once you check on the subsidies and the increase on these parts, you'll realize how you're going to work out your cost of living for that financial year. The third thing, public spending equals business opportunities. when governments invest in roads, in hospitals, or in digital infrastructure, that's not just big politics, it's big opportunity for its citizens. Contracts will open, suppliers will be needed for different jobs or different supplies that are being built in the country, and this means that a lot of business opportunities or job opportunities will be created. If you run a small business, for instance, register for tenders or look for indirect opportunities like providing services to contractors, because the moment a government announces those things that is going to spend in that year, it also provides opportunities for people to invest as suppliers, as contractors in that field. So look at which sectors in that economy that favors your budget, and you can consider building your skills around that. And I'm telling you, within that financial year, you can work out your finances. The fourth thing that arises during this time is borrowing, inflation, and interest rates. You see, when a budget runs on a heavy borrowing, interest rates can rise up, okay? That means that loans and mortgages get more expensive, but savers benefit from higher deposit rates, okay? Inflation might also climb. The smart move is this: pay down high interest debt early if borrowing costs are set to rise. And if you save, consider shifting more into interest earning accounts or short-term bonds, because the moment borrowing inflation increases, the thing is that inflation rates will also be affected. The fifth thing that happens, which is also the last thing, that is that long-term vision, when a budget is being read, will help you position yourself whenever that financial year is coming out. So you see, budgets are not just about the next month, okay? They are a set of terms for the whole financial year. It's like a 12-month plan for a budget. If the government is prioritizing green energy, healthcare, or SMEs, that's your signal to position yourself in those areas, because you cannot position yourself in an area that the government is not prioritizing in that financial year. The government determines how you are going to spend your money that year, and it also determines which sectors are going to have a higher source of income that year. So if the government is prioritizing certain sectors of life, think of a way of positioning yourself in those sectors of life, because the moment you study and align your career or investment or side hustles to where the money is going, you are going to be at an advantageous position to grow your finances in that year. Now, those are 5 things that I've personally picked from this year's financial budget reading, and how we can also use them in our finances to help us change our financial state from where we are currently to where we are, to where we want to be in the next year. And up to that point, that marks the end of our today's edition on Freedom Fridays with Movali Derek. We have been trying to figure out how the budget of our country impacts the money we keep in our pocket and determines the money that goes outside our pockets. If you find these analysis insightful, kindly don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also leave us a comment in the comment section. Do you think that the budget of any country affects how people will change their lives financially, and also how people will earn or save that year? Have yourselves a lovely day. See you on Monday.
Talks with Muavali podcast, where we get real with finances and tap inside the economics of power.